Yu-Gi-Oh! Is a very expensive game, with some cards reaching well over $100. This made me wonder if there is any way that I can build a competitive deck without having to break the bank in the process. So armed with only $20 per episode, I have set out to create the most competitively viable deck I can using any resource available to me, as well as competing for bonuses for the next episode with every tournament result. So with that being said, welcome to Yu-Gi-Oh! On a Budget. So after the last episode, we ended up with 25 cents left over, as well as our tournament winnings of $2.50 for coming in 4th place. So now we have an additional $2.75, putting our total at $22.75 for this episode. Alright guys, so for this episode, I really wanted to focus heavily on the Adventure engine. My friend was able to actually get me this engine for $18, which is about the price you'd pay for the reprints from the Megatons. However, he wanted to keep his copies from the Megatons because he likes the secret rare, so I was able to get his original prints off of him for only $18, as I said. But pretty much, you run 3 copies of Water Enchantress to be able to get your copies of Aramesir, which will summon out a Adventure token. Then it'll also search you Fateful Adventure. And of course, Fateful Adventure will get you to your Draco back, as well as your Wandering Griffin Rider or your Illegal Knight. Obviously, we run the Griffin Rider because, as I said in the last episode, if your normal summon gets negated or destroyed, and you don't have any Scareclaws on field, it's hard to be able to recover. So just being able to get this on your field as soon as possible and then start your adventure plays will make sure that you can keep your Scareclaw cards on the field. And then, of course, we do run the 1 copy of Illegal Knight. Illegal Knight's a really funny card, just being able to summon itself and then give it to your opponent by bouncing 2 cards on their field. So it can help to break harder to break boards. And of course, since we are adding 10 cards into the main deck, we did have to cut a few cards to make some room. And for those cards, we cut 2 copies of Lava Golem. Lava Golem was a good card in theory, but in practice, you couldn't actually activate its effect to be able to give it to your opponent until, like, your 2nd turn, or even your 3rd turn. It would require a bit of setup to be able to make sure that you didn't need your normal summon, which I just found it to be a bit too slow. And then I did decide the 1 copy of Pankratops. Pankratops is a really good card in this deck, just being able to special it. However, because now we have the focus on the Adventure engine, I wanted to focus a bit more on going 1st place, so I figured this would be a good thing to put in the side deck for games 2 or 3. Then continuing on, I moved the Cosmomix into the side deck because we don't really go against many Spell or Trap decks at the moment in the meta. However, it does have its uses against like Centurion or something like that. However, I think that these are side deck at best. Continuing on, we do have our 2 copies of Dark Ruler No More, as well as our other 2 copies of Scareclaw Straddle. Because Scareclaw Straddle is a good card, however, you're not going to use it that often, and you really only need 1 copy. Yeah, so that's going to be it for the deck modifications, and as you see, this is the deck right here. But with that being said, guys, let's go ahead and see how we do at locals. 2, 4. Alright.
I'll go first.
Good luck.
You too. Draw phase.
Sure.
Activate circle.
Alright.
Gazelle.
Alright.
Standby main.
Alright.
Normal fire. Effect to search.
Sure.
Add Weasel. Chain link 1 Balinx. Chain link 2 Special Summon.
Sure.
Effect to Gazelle. Summons that turn. Effect and Raging Phoenix when it's relinked is a full board nuke for your opponent.
Oh, wow.
And then the deck's getting the Link 3 Fire Princess as well.
Okay. I'm looking forward to that.
Effect to deck special.
Sure.
Foxy. Hand special Weasel, because there's 2 engrave.
Sure.
Synchro.
Yes.
Effect deck special a level 3 fire. I'm locked to level 5 or lower for the turn.
Cool. That's pretty cool.
Special dash. Link to
Alright.
Sunlight Wolf. Effective Stalio, target dash.
Yeah.
Effective Foxy.
Sure.
Discarding circle to special.
Alright.
Effective wolf, target gazelle.
Sure. Because I have not played against Salamangreat with the new support I got in the legendary duelist.
Chain 1 to search. Chain 2 weasel. This gets put on bottom. I hand you, I'm going to target fire. Hand you fire, and then I get to draw a card.
Okay.
And I draw. And resolve my search. Odd wheel.
Alright.
Set 1 pass.
Draw. I will water Enchantress.
That's fine.
Get right over Monsieur.
Res. Draw.
Activate right.
Yeah, that's fine.
Summon token. Activate. Special. Normal Balloon. Faithful Adventure.
Oh, Ash.
Special Astro.
Mhm.
Tryhard.
Mhm.
I will proceed to battle. One attack.
I'll banish Balance to avoid destruction.
Pass turn.
Yeah, draw for turn. Normal Gazelle. Effect.
I will Griffin Rider.
I'll chain roar. Sending Jack. Jack effect.
Alright.
Target Phoenix. Relink using Field Spell.
Alright.
The effect of Phoenix, chain 1. Chain 2 roar. Reset itself. Phoenix will add rage. Play with.
Alright.
Effect target to reborn up to 4. Effect to search.
Sure.
Add a weasel. I'm ahead of myself. Effect to fusion zone.
Sure.
Chain 2. Target to negate and make it 0.
Cool.
Violet Chimera. Effect gaining half the combined attack. So it's at 40.
44? Yeah.
Yeah. Battle phase.
Sure.
Attack. Effect. If your attack is different than your original attack, he doubles his attack.
That's game. Balloon.
Mm-hmm.
Astro. Lightheart. Lightheart Search.
Yeah, it's fine.
Ryphobia. Activate Ryphobia. Yup. They wanted to shotgun that, we're gonna have to Desires.
Cost. Yeah, Desires is fine.
Acro.
Mm-hmm.
Try hard. Target the Acro.
Targeting Acro.
Set 1. Pass turn.
Draw. Stand by move.
Sure.
Normal.
Alright.
Effect. Yeah, add chain 1, chain 2.
Sure.
Effect to
Alright.
spin. Special.
Sure.
Effective spin.
Alright.
Overload. Effect to next special.
Sure.
Effective stallion target to return to extra.
Yep.
Effective sunlight target gazelle.
Sure.
Heat the target to spin to duck.
Yep.
Play the sanctuary.
Alright.
Chain link 1 to search.
Sure.
Chain link 2 weasel. Gonna attempt to hand you a Valence.
You may hand me a bit.
search.
Alright.
Adding will. Full
Yep.
effect to reborn.
We're going 4.
Up to 4, yeah.
Yep.
Effective jab, target Stallion.
Sure.
Effective fusion.
Yep.
Effect to negate 0. Effect to gain the 16 again.
Yep.
Battle phase.
Battle phase.
Attack.
Yep.
Effect for game.
Good game. I will admit that I made a mistake and did not record my other duels of the day, so I'm going to quickly talk about my rounds, and I will make sure that in the future I'll record all my duels so that way I can have more interesting content for you guys. In my second round, I was up against Dogmatica Fire King, which I quickly lost to due to getting drolled both games and my opponent summoning Shadal Winda. Shadal Winda just shuts down my deck due to locking me into only one special summon per turn, so I cannot extend with my Scareclaw cards. So shout out to my opponent, who is also a fellow content creator who goes by the name Orthrus165, who beat me with this deck. He is currently doing a budget sealed series, so go check him out, link is in the description. And moving into my third round, I was up against Sinful Spoils Fire King, and I kept getting my board wiped, causing me to not be able to summon my Scareclaw monsters. And without a name on the field, I could not continue my plays, and with my opponent's deck being able to out-resource me, it ended up resulting in another swift 2-0. So this tournament was definitely worse than the last episode. We only had 4 people to play in this tournament, so I will not be taking my last place standing of 4th place into account for the budget of the next episode, which means in the next episode, the $5.75 left over will still be added, however there will be no tournament bonus, giving us the total amount of $25.75 for the next episode. I know this was a shorter video than episode 1, but I quickly wanted to thank every single one of y'all who watched the last episode. Within 24 hours, y'all helped me gain 100 subscribers, which is by far my fastest growth on this platform, and I appreciate every single one of you.